Welcome to science class. Today we are going to learn about roots and its functions. For plants, roots are just as important as its leaves. We, all human beings, have feet on which we are able to walk, run, jog. But do plants have feet? Yes. The roots act as a feet for the plants on which the whole plant stands above the ground. Roots are usually underground, so we often do not notice them. But for many plants, the roots take up as much as space above the ground parts of the plant. The underground part of the plant is called as root system, and the part of the plant above the ground is called shoot system, which consists of leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. A root hair cell provides a really big surface through which water and minerals can be absorbed. Functions of roots. Roots perform many functions. The primary functions of roots are absorption, fixation, transportation, and storage of food. Yes, the roots absorbs water and minerals from the soil and also helps in anchorage. It means roots anchor or fix the plants firmly in the ground in one place for its entire life. Some roots store food in their roots and help them in growth. When conditions are difficult, for example in cold winter or dry summer, some plants allow the above ground parts to dry. Only the underground roots continue to live. New shoots grow from the roots when conditions become better. It also prevents soil erosion. Usually, there are two main kinds of roots, taproots and fibrous roots. Let us see what is taproots. A strongly developed main root system which grows downwards bearing lateral roots much smaller than itself are taproots. In most dicots, the radicle enlarges to form a prominent taproot that persists throughout the life of the plant. Many progressively smaller branch roots grow from this taproot. In plants such as carrots and sugar, fleshy taproot stores large reserves of food, usually as carbohydrates. Taproots are modified for reaching deep under the ground for water. Example, dandelion. Fibrous root system. A bunch of roots that are produced from the base of the stem in the form of fibers are called fibrous roots. Most of the monocots shows fibrous root system. In the plants, the radicle is short-lived and is replaced by a mass of adventitious roots. Yes, these fibrous roots are also called as adventitious roots. Adventitious is derived from a Latin word, that is, adventitious means not belonging to. As these roots does not arise from the pre-existing root, as in case of taproots, but these roots arise from the stem, they are said to be adventitious, not belonging to. These kinds of roots are very extensive and cling to soil particles. These plants are excellent for preventing soil erosion. The fibrous roots of few plants are edible, like sweet potato. Examples of fibrous roots are also grasses and onions. Adventitious roots. Roots that develop from the parts of the plant other than the radicle are called adventitious roots. They are similar to fibrous roots, but in fibrous roots, roots arise from the base of the stem. Roots that develop in an unusual place from the plant are adventitious roots. Adventitious roots are common along rhizomes, ferns, mosses, etc. In some plants, these roots are primary means of vegetative reproduction. In simple words, adventitious roots arise from anything other than the radicle. Modified roots. In some plants, roots also perform other special functions. Change in shape and structure to do functions other than absorption and conductions are called as modified roots. Some of the modified roots are storage roots, propagative roots, aerial roots, photosynthetic roots, buttress roots, parasitic roots, symbiotic roots. Let us see storage roots. In certain plants, the roots are a part of the root enlarged in order to store large quantities of carbohydrates. These are large and fleshy tap roots. They serve as underground storehouses of food. Hence, they are called storage roots. These roots are edible. Example of storage roots are carrot, radish, turnip, etc. Propagative roots. Propagate means to produce more of oneself. Adventitious buds appear in unusual places in the plants. Many plants will produce these buds along the roots that grow near the surface of the ground. These roots are also called as reproductive roots. The new plant develops from these buds. It can be grown separately from the original plant. Aerial roots. Aerial roots hang down in mid-air and absorb water from the rainfall. Presence of pneumatophores, that means erect roots, that rises above the soil or water and promotes gas exchange are called aerial roots. Internally, they are filled with a specialized parenchyma called aerenchyma. Externally, there are numerous pores over their surface. These kind of roots are commonly seen in waterlogged soils. Example, banyan tree. Yes, banyan tree has aerial roots that grow from the tree branches until they find the soil. They are not covered by soil anytime, hence out in the air. Now let us see photosynthetic roots. These roots can perform photosynthesis, means they prepare their own food. As they perform photosynthesis, it is clear that they are green in color because due to the presence of chlorophyll. Yes, example, epiphytic orchids. Buttress roots. They are also called as supporting roots or stilt roots or prop roots, because these are large roots on all sides of a shallow rooted tree. Big roots that look like they arise from the base of the tree trunk, provided additional tensile forces to resist uprooting of large tropical trees. They prevent the tree from falling over. It also gather more nutrients and hence the name as buttress. The last one is the parasitic roots. The word parasite means the organism which depends upon the host body for feeding and for growing. So here all parasitic plants have modified roots called as hostoria. They penetrate the tissue of the host and connect to the vascular system, thus becoming the part of the host pipelines. These roots obtain the nutrition from another plant of the host without contributing to the benefit of the host. In some cases, it causes extreme damage to the host body. Example of parasitic roots are dodder plant.